Step 5. Bottling and enjoyment of your wine.
Okay, John, so now we're at the cleaning and bottling stage, is that correct?
The most important and funnest part because you can taste the wine now.
Excellent. So what is our first step?
Okay, first step is you want to make sure you've cleaned your bottles. And again, cleaning is different than sterilizing. You can use a chlorinated detergent, or you can go into a wine supply shop and buy different chemicals. And this is the SteriClean, which is used quite intensely in a lot of places.
Can you use regular dishwashing detergent?
Yeah, anything that's got chlorinated detergent in it is better. Even, say, chlorinated soap or anything is better. So you'd wash your bottles out very well and clean them and rinse them. And then right at bottling, you want to sterilize them. So you want to grab a bottle. This is an Avenator, which makes sterilizing easier. This has your sulfite solution that we mixed earlier on in the session. So if you want to grab a bottle, and then you would just swish up and down on it 2-3 times, this would now sterilize the bottle. So this prevents oxidization, and it puts a coating of sulfite on the bottle, which will prevent bacteria growth and anything like that. So you'd put it on a bottle tree, or just drip it out really, really well. So you do that to all your bottles. Then the next step would be to set up your filling. At a brew-on-premise, most of the places now have automatic fillers that work under vacuum. So you'd put the hose into the carboy. If you were doing it at home, you would basically use a hose, and you would siphon from the carboy or pail into your bottles. You can buy little attachments too that stop the flow of the wine as you're going bottle to bottle, and they're pretty inexpensive. They're a couple of dollars. Okay. Then you'd be working with corks, and when you get into corks, there are different quality levels that you can use in a cork. This is an agglomerated cork, which is basically compressed particles of cork. It's used for general day-to-day table wine that's going to be consumed within about a year or so. Okay. Then you can get into a natural cork, which is also longer, and that's what helps too. So this has got finer pores, it's a longer cork. This gives you a much better shelf life by allowing less air in to the wine. And then our corking. We cork here pneumatically, so it's a compressed unit, which you would put the bottle in and push the button, and it would punch it in. If you're doing it at home, your choices would, the most inexpensive way is a hand corker, which you'd put the cork in there, and then you'd place it over the bottle and just push the cork into the bottle. And then a little bit more elaborate way, in most places, even brew-on-premise, is still used what's called a floor corker, and that's this unit here. So you would place the bottle in between here, and then you'd insert your cork, and you'd come down and just punch the cork in and through. Okay. So I guess we'll start some bottling now. Okay, so we'll turn on the machine if you want to get a bottle ready. Okay, so we'll turn that on. And this unit works under vacuum, so it also doesn't make air contact with the wine. It also agitates the wine slightly. When wine ferments, carbon dioxide is formed, and that's what gives you these little bubbles sometimes. And this machine will help to remove some of that out of the wine. So if you just put the bottle on the machine and push up and on, the vacuum will start now, and the wine will start to fill, as so. So you just let the machine do its thing and fill the bottle for you.
Now, do I have to catch it when it gets to a certain level?
Well, it has an overflow. Well, it doesn't stop. It just goes in overflow. So if you were to leave it running, it would just fill this back reservoir.
So we won't have a huge mess every day.
No.
All right.
But we'll let it run till you notice the wine into the stem area. Okay. So now you would lift up and pull it out. Up.
All in one. Okay.
And the first thing you want to do is check your level. You want about a 1/4 inch to 1/2 inch gap between the wine and the cork, which we have that now.
Okay. Is there any? I've heard in the past that pre-soaking corks is a common thing.
If you use a natural cork, which this is that we discussed a little bit earlier, that would need to be soaked. It would have to be. These are agglomerated cork, and they're meant to be used dry.
Great.
So that's one of the advantages of using this cork, but it gives you a shorter shelf life then. Okay. So you'd insert the bottle into the corker. Yeah, just press down. It's spring-loaded. Place your cork on top. Okay. Just any way. Yep. Now close your door, and you're going to apply pressure till it punches all the way in. Okay. There. Cork your first bottle of wine.
Well, that was easy enough.